with Jordy's job. Some kind of driving contract, delivering a guy somewhere. This won't be a typical taxi service. The trick with these jobs is avoiding the cops.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be taking a look at the original Watch Dogs. Now, this game released back in 2014, so it's about 6 years old now, so quite a long time ago. And I thought I'd bring it to you guys in 8K and see how it plays. I'm just going to quickly go through the in-game settings now. Playing at a resolution of 7680 by 4320, and no anti-aliasing, because when you play at such high resolutions, so you won't really suffer from jagged edges or jaggies. And in the graphic quality settings, everything's at ultra. HBAO plus is the ambient occlusion method. No motion blur, as you guys already know I'm not a fan, and everything else is maxed out. So those are the in-game settings. The game is actually pretty demanding. I remember when it first released, I was playing this with a 7970. I think I had a Lightning edition, and it was the only 3GB card at the time, so I was able to use the ultra textures, and you really couldn't do 60 FPS ultra settings with anything out at the time. I think the first card I was able to do it with was a GTX 980, so it took a little while. Now this game is quite notorious for its E3 release. It promised this amazing looking game that was going to go up against Grand Theft Auto 5, but when we got the actual game, it was quite underwhelming, and we've kind of come to expect that now when it comes to E3 releases or trailers. They always kind of exaggerate the graphics, and then when you get the final product, it falls short. So the game itself looks a little bit dated now, as you can see. The main protagonist there, Aiden Pierce, you know, his jacket and his actual character model doesn't look too bad, but generally the graphics are quite dated. The textures are quite washed out and bland. There isn't really much tessellation going on, so it's a sign of the times, really.
It was New York State, August 14th, 2003, when a lone hacker crippled the entire eastern seaboard. He hacked an early CTOS network system, effectively turning out the lights. 11 people died because of that blackout. We're asking if CTOS, a system that unites all of the city's operating infrastructure, is vulnerable to these sorts of attacks. Tune in later for that special report.
So the driving mechanics on this game isn't one of the strong points. It's very, very twitchy, so you know, they have improved on it in future games. I actually prefer this game in terms of the story compared to all the rest that I've played, because I felt this one had the most serious storyline. Watch Dogs 2 was more like, I don't know if you guys ever watched Mr. Robot. It's more like influenced heavily by that show, in my opinion. Like, you had the F Society thing going on, you had the kind of wanted to rebel against the corporate overlords, and all of the you know, the hacking and everything like that. That was straight out of Mr. Robot, really. And I'm not trying to say it wasn't a fun game, it just wasn't a very, very serious game, which is why I didn't really like it too much. I haven't really spoken too much about performance. I mean, we are playing at 8K. I know the game's old, but it's still a hell of a lot of pixels to push, and you're getting the low 50s while driving, at least, which is pretty decent. I think at night in this game is a bit more demanding due to a lot more light sources that the game has to deal with, so there will be some night gameplay in this as well, just to kind of get a balanced view on how 8K performs on this game. But right now the RTX 3090 doing a decent job. I haven't taken the quickest route to the objective. I kind of turned myself about here. I will give it to Ubisoft though. They have, you know, got a lot out of this Watch Dogs series. I didn't expect them to get 3 games out of this franchise, but it's still going, so clearly people must like it to a certain degree, or surely they would have pulled it. Okay, it's pulling up on my objective now, not too far away. Decent performance though, definitely very playable at 8K. 5950X pretty much just at idle. This was a quad core era game, so don't expect any more threads than 4 cores and another 4 threads. So 8 cores at the max you're probably going to see utilized. Always a decent amount of NPCs on this game, and it does feel quite lifelike, so there are some upsides even for a game this old. They've done some good things.
Yeah.
Where the fuck you been? It's gone to shit. Fuck, man, it's all gone to shit.
I'm on my way.
Hurry, man, the cops are gonna find me. Hurry.
Okay, so it's night time now. You can see the performance has dropped into the mid 40s.
Chicago police managed to interrupt a nighttime invasion on a manufacturing plant. One assailant died at the scene, while one remains at large. Expect delays within Parker Square as police have set up roadblocks.
So this is like a fixer job.
We got a green light on CTOS search. Scanning for suspect now.
I have to pick up this guy who's...
Watch all units, CTOS scan.
Shit.
He needs a driver, obviously. So what I found is, if you drive as fast as you can through the scan points,
Authorized. Initializing search for suspect now.
you should be able to evade the police quite easily. But as I was saying, nighttime is a bit more demanding
CTOS scan initiated.
than daytime, as you can see, still in the mid 40s. Whereas at daytime it was in the low 50s, so about 5 FPS hit around about that.
Scanning for suspect now.
Okay.
CTOS scan authorized. Initializing search for suspect now.
I was able to stay away from the police, so see what this guy's saying now.
I hope you have an invitation or you're dead.
I'm the driver.
Fuck, man, what took you so long? You got a car, this thing's shot to hell.
No. My rule's your car. That's the job.
All right, well, come on, man, let's go.
Let's quickly set a waypoint to the destination.
Shit, Eddie's dead. I left him back there. Oh, man, the cops came out of nowhere. This is bad. Just follow the route and keep an eye out. The cops are still searching.
Your route's gonna get us killed. Sit back and keep quiet.
Damn, it's a patrol car.
I see it.
I'm doing my best to stay away from the police. It's best not to follow the waypoint at this part. Just try to stay away from the checkpoints and the helicopters and should be okay. So with the rain and night time, we're dropping down into the low 40s. Get out of the way. I'm just going to pull in here, just open this gate. And I should be able to evade the police. They don't usually come into places like this. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Find the way out now.
Fuck, man, they said you were good. You did it.
Yeah, I did. Alright, trying to get to the destination now. Drop this guy off. So sometimes it takes for you to play some of the older games just to show you how far along graphics have come. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like we've actually gone any further, but when you play some of these older games you can actually see the advancements.
Okay, we're here. We did it. There's some guys. Don't fuck it up now. What the fuck? That's Lucky Quinn. Why's the club boss meeting us?
He's not meeting us. He's meeting you.
someone new. I swear, I don't know what happened. There wasn't supposed to be anybody. I mean, it's a computer plant, right? I turn around, the alarm's going off. The cops got there so fast.
Shh. Quiet now. It's all over, son.
I got it at least, right? That's what matters.
It is indeed what matters most. Here's how the world turns. Not much room for fuck-ups.
Oh, I get that, Mr. Quinn. I do. It wasn't my fuck-up, though. It wasn't.
Yeah, calm now. It's all right. Calm? Get a chance to talk to your mama? Call your friends? Your girl?
No, sir. I was in a hurry.
That's good. Very good.
Mr. Quinn! Oh!
Really put 3 in his chest. Oh, unnecessary.
You can tell your employer I'll call again. If ever I need another delivery.
I guess he trusts me to keep my mouth shut, but that was a bit of a peak situation. Oh, good, got out of there alive.
Lucky fucking Quinn. He runs the Chicago South Club. These assholes have been preying on Chicago since before I was born. I could have done the city a huge favor if I put one between his eyes. But this is exactly what I've been trying to stay away from. It always comes back hard. That can't happen again.
Hey, how'd it go? You finished that job yet?
You thought I'd be okay working for the fucking club?
A paycheck is a paycheck. You gotta start separating the morals from the moolah. Relax. Listen, I can hook you up with my guy. He'll find you better driving gigs if you want.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if I'll take them. Give him my name.
Who says no to extra cash, right? Oh, and since you asked, Maurice is doing just fine in his new home.
I didn't ask about Maurice, but this Geordie guy's funny. So this is definitely a game that looks better at night, it has to be said. Like, in the daytime it kind of exposes how bad the textures are in most of the areas, but at night time it looks a little bit more modern, and it hides a lot of the bad textures. That's what I feel anyway.
I've got something for you. We need to meet.
Meet? What, face to face? Should I look for a guy in a mask?
No mask. Just follow my signal.
I thought you never wanted to meet.
I don't. But we need to meet.
Okay, let's go and meet Bad Boy. Not have too many complaints though. I mean, this is 8K and it's perfectly playable, so that's definitely an achievement in itself. I know you're probably thinking it's an old game, no big deal, but believe me, just running almost any game at 8K is not an easy thing to do, especially something like this. We're definitely about 2 generations away before we can start actually playing games at 8K properly. So not the next GPUs, but the GPUs after that. That should be interesting. I might have to get myself an 8K monitor. It might be a bit more affordable then.
I've hired Bad Boy before, and he's always protected his identity. That's how DedSec works. Now he wants to meet. That's unusual. Alright, I'm gonna try and shake him off his game. Let's see what he's up to. Bad boy.
What?
Bad boy 17.
What the fuck, man?
That's weird.
Bad boy 17.
Clara.
Clara.
Okay, so expecting a man, but this is better.
You don't look 17.
Do I look like a bad boy?
No, you look like a wild card.
I hope I don't frighten you.
What, do you have a reason to frighten me?
Now you're being paranoid.
Am I? Someone is fucking with my life. Threatening my family, and at the same moment, the mysterious bad boy wants to meet me, and he is a she. He is a lie. Listen, I need to trust you, Clara.
I wouldn't trust me if I were you. But here's a reason to listen. The text message you sent me, I know where to find him.
Yeah, well, we don't need to meet face to face for that.
No. We needed a face-to-face for this. You wanted dead sex, Max?
You got me in.
You should be nicer to me. I'm about to open your world.
Yeah. Well, you're not the first woman to promise me that.
They do all their nasty work through this. And they don't know I have access.
No, you stole it.
This is powerful. Just don't be stupid. You screw around and you get people hurt. Worst.
Well, I don't think you trust me.
Give me a reason to trust you.
All right. The guy sent the text. How do we find him?
We work together. You with everything I just sent. Me tracking his signal.
You're not quite what I expected.
And you're exactly as I expected, Aiden.
Okay guys, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.